Howdy and aloha. Welcome to my talk.
Howdy and aloha, everyone. It is December 20th of 2024. I want to say happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday to my ex. They had the same birthday. We all just went tonight to a really nice Thai food restaurant. It was good. Oh my God. It was super good. I'm still full, but I didn't get my fruit. I got to have my fruit. Pineapple, orange, grapes. Just, I don't know. I like fruit. But hey, guess what? Let's see what's going on here. President Trump just got a huge win in Congress after he blocked the swamp cramnibus. He got a clean one with no Democratic pork or pay raises. Most importantly, he secured massive disaster aid for farmers and the states affected by the hurricanes. He cut the bill from 1,547 pages, which is what it was, 1,547 pages, to less than 150, and he eliminated J6 committee immunity and blocked funding for the State Department censorship regime. Big win. Yeah, I'm not sure what else is in there. I'm sure we lost a couple of things, but it went through 366 to 46. I wonder who the...
On this vote, the yeas are 366, the nays 34, one member voting present, two-thirds being in the affirmative. The rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Okay. Well, the guy's not even in office yet, and he and his team and the support of the people that voted for him, okay, just I need you to understand this part because this is kind of tough for people to get. MAGA, or MAHA, or MASA, yeah, we spoke, and we're still speaking. They know that from now on, these elections are going to be transparent. They know that from now on, we're not going to depend on Dominion. They know from now on, it's going to be paper ballots. It's not going to take a month to count shit. We know, they know that we know that things are going to change for actual democracy. Actual democracy. So that when 2 years comes up and there's elections for senators and for House of Representatives, they better toe the line that Trump wants and his team. Because the first thing Trump is going to do is he's just going to expose everything. The Democratic Party, in my professional opinion, will probably no longer exist. Like I keep telling everybody, if you have a party out there that you want to start to challenge the Republican Party on some of the things that they're doing, which they're not perfect at, but they weren't going, the majority of them did not want to go in the direction of what the Demoncratic Party wanted and the Rhipiglicans, which is to be under the thumb or under the control of the globalist, predator class, unelected shitheads, World Economic Forum, Chatham House, the G20s, Bilderberg fuckers, and BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, Fidelity, all this shit. They didn't want it anymore. And they were going in the direction of totalitarianism, major authoritarianism. You know, the stuff that the Demoncrats keep saying that Trump is doing, which he's not. Yeah, we want it to be rough. We don't want to, the thing I'm seeing on Twitter, which I think is fucking hilarious, is they're all saying, "Oh, look at how they're all fighting each other, and it's just chaos." You damn right. You damn right. That's all I'm hearing from the left is, you see how they're all fucking fighting each other, you know, and how they're doing this and that and this and that to each other. It's what we want them to do. We want them to work. Just to let you know, and here's a really interesting fact, is about 90% of Congress, maybe 80%, let's just to be fair, is never there. Most of those being Democrats. Nobody goes to work anymore and does their fucking job. And that's why we pay them $174,000 a year. And if they do their job and build our infrastructure, our freeways, our train, our railways, have better water, better food, and I'll get to the better food thing here in a second. There's a great example of that, and I just found it on YouTube. Just kind of popped up in my algorithm. Better, purer, cleaner water, transparency, just everything. And it's not a facade. It's not a lie. It's not bullshit that the Democrats have been promising me, everyone, for a long time. The Democrats had, and I'm going to repeat this and keep saying it, they had control of the House and the Senate. As a matter of fact, I think they had the supermajority for 76 days in 2009. In 2009. And what did they do? They could have codified Roe versus Wade. They could have provided health care for all, Medicare for all, or M for all, M4A, which people call it. They could have had free college. They could have free everything that they'd been promised, that they've been saying they were going to deliver forever. But what did they do? They gave you the Affordable Care Act, which is a fucking ripoff. You have to be sick in order for it to work. You literally have to be sick for it to work. What the Affordable Care Act did is it got rid of all the other carriers, providers, right? And they brought in just Kaiser and Aetna and Blue Cross, and I think there's like maybe 8 of them, you know. And what's the guy that just got killed from something health? Anyway, and it was bullshit. And it's been bullshit. And they sell it as bullshit. They keep selling you that you're going to get this $5,182 whatever gift card if you sign up. It's like false, and it's been false advertising since day one. You know, no, they didn't. They didn't raise the minimum wage, which I truly believe now, knowing how the minimum wage works in each state, which it's different, should be done by the states. Here in Missouri, we just voted an extra 50 cents. We're probably going to do it another 2 years. We're at $13.75. For Missouri, that ain't terrible, but it's okay if some kid that's 16 years old wants to start working part-time. He can make a few bucks, or she can make a few bucks. He or she, not a he, she, not a he, or whatever. The thing that I've come to realize with the Republican Party is you are judged by the character of who you are and the merit that you bring. Or the merit that you bring and the character of who you are. Has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do with your gender, and there's just 2. It's about what you can bring to the table. How productive can you be towards this country, towards the rest of the people in this country that are working their butts off? And that's the way it should be. But we also, which they're clearly aware of, there are people that don't have the ability to do that. They're the handicapped. They're the mentally ill. They get that. But if you start to bring in food that's healthy, if you start to bring in people that aren't being killed methodically by seed oil and overly processed foods, and they're drinking the purest water without fluoride and other chemicals in the water. I mean, go to ewg.org. I've told everybody to do this for fucking, I don't know, however long I've had my channel. Snork, bitch, fucking turned me out of this website a long time ago. And put in your zip code. Just so happens, the worst water in the United States is at the happiest place on earth in Anaheim, California. It's terrible. 92805, I think is the zip code. There's like a bazillion fucking carcinogenic pollutants. And this it's terrible. This has got to stop. Right? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just had a meeting with Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola or Nestle. I think it was Nestle. And he said, you guys got to use pure cane sugar. There's a difference between cane pure sugar and processed sugar. Your body doesn't have a problem with regular sugar that's naturally made. All this processed crap that they've been pushing, it's manufacturing. That's all it is. It's money for manufacturing. Look, it's what they just did with the CR, continuing resolution, which probably shouldn't have been, right? Shouldn't have been. And what they've done to bring awareness through MAGA, through these people that actually do their own research. We talk on X and debate. We have conversations. You know, anybody on X that doesn't leave the comment section open, I really don't trust. Right? But there are people that don't do it because they know they're just going to get a lot of shit and they don't want to fucking read it. But there's other ways to contact these people. Some of them are senators. Some of them are House of Representatives, either federally or statewide, whatever the case may be. And some are celebrities, etc. I get it, right? I get it. But look, I'm always approachable. You can always ask me these questions. But what's wrong with what this kid did, right? And this is what they're afraid of. This is what Big Pharma is afraid of. This is what Big Hospital is afraid of. This is what Big Elderly Care is afraid of. This is what Big Psychology is afraid of. They all work hand in hand. They make sure you're sick, ill, deranged, delusional, confused. That's how they make their money. They create the problem so they can help remedy the problem, not cure it. Because if they cure it, then they don't have a customer anymore. That's a very simple process. It's almost like planned obsolescence. They want to keep the cars out there breaking down every 2 or 3 years with the shittiest metal and the shittiest plastics and the shittiest parts and made like crap. You'd think they'd make a perfect car by now with AI, right? No, this is intentional. There are going to be better cars that are going to be better fuel economy cars. There are cars now that you can buy this with my truck, for example, 2005 Dodge Ram pickup, which I don't have payments for. I haven't made a payment fucking 2012. But here's the thing, and I own it outright. I don't have a payment. This whole fucking gotta have a new car thing, new car every year is just stupid. Unless you have a business that needs it. If you need dependable car, but here's the thing that's going to happen. We're going to have vehicles out there that have to meet certain standards. Trump is going to demand that. He's going to make sure that people are working in the United States, from companies that are building parts in the United States. There's going to be more jobs created in the next 2 to 3 years than you've ever seen in your life. There's going to be a lot of things happening. The only people in the way have been the Demoncrats, the Rhipiglians. These people work for these same people, this handful of bazillionaires. Right? And I got to tell you, there are billionaires out there that actually give a fuck. They actually care. They're not predators. They're not pedophiles. They want fucking, maybe they're maybe they're religious. Maybe they're Muslim, maybe they're Hindu, maybe they're Christian, maybe they're, whatever religion they are. But the thing is they have ethics and morals and standards. They're conservative. They believe in men and women and a family. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. That's why you're here. That's probably 98.5% of the reason why you're here is because a man wanted to be with a woman and the woman wanted to be with the man and they made you. And it wasn't some guy. It wasn't like, you weren't built in a petri dish. Okay, so let me show you this quick video. I'm not going to show the entire video. But by the way, kudos to Trump's team and everybody fucking going crazy. Chip Roy is a little pissed off. He doesn't like most of it. Probably a lot of people aren't perfect with it, but I'm going to tell you this. Instead of 1,500 pages down to 160 pages, yes. Much better. You got to watch this. This is a fucking great video. So this kid right here, all right?
Which I think is hilarious. I'm super, super nervous for tomorrow. I don't even know if people are going to show up. That's it. I'm going to bed.
All right, today is the day. It's 6 a.m. and today is the grand opening. I can't believe I just said that. I'm super nervous and I don't know what to expect.
I just opened up the world's...
This is a kid from my hometown. He's in my home county, Orange County, California. And he opens up a restaurant. The name of his restaurant, it's called McDonald's Sucks. So he wasn't breaking any codes or violations or any trademarks. And he did it a certain way that is amazing and should be the way it should happen now. But listen to how this happens.
I just opened up the world's best McDonald's.
And there's hundreds of people waiting hours just to get a taste of our burgers. But why? It's no secret America's in trouble.
1 in 8 of the world's population are now classed as obese.
Toxic, ultra-processed food. Obesity rates for kids have tripled.
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
And I believe there's one company to blame for all of this.
Yeah. There's a bunch of companies. But this is what he does is he goes and he buys the freshest...
Also grabs some grass-fed butter as well as a bunch of... So we bought out their entire stock and made our way to the Whole Foods in Tustin, where they let us buy out...
What is this stuff healthy, but it's delicious. We want to...
Grass-fed meat, just the best. The other cool thing is he bought... Let's see if I can show you that. Where is it?
Hours.
We have some spectacular news. Our boy Santa Cruz Medicinals, 500,000 single walls, saying that we're opening this McDonald's. Hey, bro. Yeah. Freaking
Colleges, one place left to hit. Cut out the low.
rolling. Good morning, guys. We're here outside. It's got more beef than Tyson and Jake Paul.
And then we needed to get a ton of organic potatoes for our french fries. Can we just take a second to appreciate this wonderful woman here that hand counted each and every one of these potatoes? Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret here. This is called beef tallow, and it's what McDonald's use.
There it is. And listen, I should let that go. Let's just go back up here a second.
Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret here. This is called beef tallow, and it's what McDonald's...
No artificial ingredients, no gluten-free, no preservatives. Probably the purest stuff you can use.
used to fry their french fries in. It's not only tastier, but it's way healthier. Unfortunately, no surprise here, but McDonald's ended up becoming stingy, and now they fry their french fries in this.
What is this? Let me just
To fry their french fries in. It's not only tastier, but it's way healthier. Unfortunately, no surprise here, but McDonald's ended up becoming stingy, and now they fry their french fries in this.
McDonald's fries are cooked in a blend of oils that includes canola, soybean oil, hydrogenated soybean oil, and corn oil. This is all seed oil. This is stuff that used to be used. For machinist parts, for mechanical uses. And then some idiot said, "No, let's see if we can use it to cook with it. Maybe people can start buying it." Anyway, so they scared you with all the fats and all this other stuff, but here, let me give you this very obvious fact about how long. Let me just type it in real quick. How long have humans cooked on Earth? Wow. Look at that. 780,000 years we've been cooking food. Isn't that crazy? 7,800 years we've been cooking food. According to Google. Could be less, could be more, but that's a long fucking time. And what's in that? What is the constant in the buffalo we used to cook? What's the constant in the meat we used to cook? What is that? Animal fat. Our bodies have been digesting animal fat for hundreds of thousands of years. Do you know why? If you go look at pictures of the 70s, let me look that up real quick. The beach in the 70s. I'm going to just type in Huntington Beach at the 70s. Huntington Beach crowd. Huntington Beach, California. Crowd in the 70s. Look at some images. Let me see here. Let me see if what's odd about the people here? What is odd about these people here? What is odd about these people in these pictures? What is odd? They're all thin. They're all thin. All of them. Thin. Thinner. When I played football at the University of Hawaii, I could sit, and this is what the regular meal was for a lot of people that practice 3.5 hours a day, 5 days a week, high intensive practices, wearing 26 pounds, or I don't know, what the fuck was it? 20 something pounds of pads on them. I would order 5 Big Macs, 4 large French fries, a chocolate shake, an apple pie. That's what I ate. Nothing, and I would never gain anything. But you couldn't do that now. The seed oil is terrible. And who wants seed oil to be around, to stay around? Big Pharma. They love seed oil. Big psychology loves seed oil, because if your body's not running well, and if you're not, I don't drink Coke. I haven't drank soda pop. I might have it with a rum and Coke, like at a bar, or I might have, Coca-Cola once every 5 months or something like that. But I just don't drink Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola. I just don't. It's just not my thing. I haven't probably drinking Coca-Cola for, geez. You know, I mean, the last time it was regular for me, I think I was maybe 20-something years old. I just it just didn't seem right. Didn't taste right. But if a bottle of Coca-Cola has like 4 or 5 teaspoons of sugar, they actually add an ingredient, a chemical ingredient inside of it so your body doesn't go into shock from all the sugar it just got from the Coke, the processed sugar. So now, so to make a long story short, let's go back to this guy real quick.
All of these ingredients. Nasty. Then we got even more potatoes and 250 spring water bottles.
This is what 200.
But let's look how what these people think about this food.
If you ever want to know why I block ads with pie, this.
After this commercial. Skip.
Out is better than anything I could have ever hoped for.
So I accredit this dude to. Oh, no, nothing. She was saying.
After another.
It's really good.
Excellent burger.
Speechless. Exploding in my mouth.
Pause.
It's better than the burgers my boyfriend makes at home.
Oh! What'd you say? Oh, no, nothing. She was saying, like, you make the best burgers, dog.
Okay, thank you.
We've been open for an hour, and I don't even think we're, like, a quarter way through the line. So I'm starting to get pretty worried about if we're going to be able to serve everybody and how long it's going to take.
Then, somebody special showed up. Santa Cruz Medicinals, the same guy that helped us out by putting up that story post. Funny enough, I happened to watch this dude's content before we ever reached out to him, so we had to get him a burger.
He was one of the first health-conscious people I ever followed or watched online. So I accredit this dude to a lot of the inspiration for this actual restaurant.
Hey, now I would never eat McDonald's. This is grass-fed beef. This is pasture-raised cheese. Dude, I will eat this for sure. That's a 10 out of 10.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We kept serving these meals and the people were loving it. Now this turnout is better than anything I could have ever hoped for, but I didn't realize how far people would actually go just to get one of these meals.
Where'd you come from? Fountain Valley.
For burgers.
I used to live in Fountain Valley. But let's just.
Yeah, it was at Balboa up here, and he handed out a flyer.
And that's how you found this.
Yeah.
It must have been us. I wonder if we have the clip. I bet we have a clip handing a flyer to you somewhere.
You do look a little familiar. I think it was you.
Okay, let's go.
That tastes real. It was worth the wait. What was it, like 2 hours? Drove an hour to get here. It was worth it.
We started to get pretty low on meals at this point, but luckily the line was much shorter now, so we kept serving in hopes that everyone would get a burger.
I showed up.
You're from the McDonald's. No, dude. We're opening a restaurant. It's named McDonald's Sucks. I really respect that you came. We are fighting against McDonald's. We have officially turned a real-life McDonald's customer into a McDonald's Sucks customer. Is it better than McDonald's?
Way better.
Yes, baby, let's go.
As we served the final customers, some relief came over me, and all I could feel was thankful.
Everything is going pretty well. Hopefully we have enough burgers. I'm hoping everything continues to go well. I'm kind of just... Yo, what the Yo, Ronald! Yo, Ronald! Hey, come here! All right? Yeah! Keep walking. Keep walking. I don't think he's coming back.
The fact that we were able to give people a cheap and healthy alternative for just one day and prove that this is even possible is everything I could have hoped for. And the crazy part is, you guys watching pretty much made this entire thing possible. So, thank you.
Here's what I posted, if I can find it. Here it is. If I'm the left and I'm saying, oh, this is going to cost money and they can't do it. This kid was able to do this by paying the restaurant owner of that restaurant $2,000 to rent his place out for the day or for a few hours, right? And then he spent a couple other $1,000 for getting the freshest hamburger, purest that he could find, the purest cheese, and he got the vegetables and all that, the lettuce and tomatoes and all that stuff. And then organic this and organic that, which should never be a word. You should, when my mom used to go shopping, the word organic just was never, ever mentioned. Never mentioned. What a fucking load of crap that word is. It's bullshit. She should just get fruit that came off of the tree that didn't have a bunch of fucking chemicals on it. Wasn't GMO'd or testosterone out or chemicaled out or just super processed. Everything was fresh. The fruit that my grandfather used to make on his avocado ranch, we had plum trees, we had kiwi, we had almonds. That's why I love almonds. I love kiwi. We had oranges, we had apples, we had just these awesome plums, we had grapes. But mainly it was 6 acres of avocado ranch. And when I used to eat those fruits, oh my God, it's just, you could taste the purity of them. He didn't spray it. He didn't wash it with some chemical or wax or anything like that. They were fresh. That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. That's what Robert F. Kennedy wants to do. So when if a CEO of any major fast food restaurant tells you that it would be too expensive to make healthy food for American citizens, then show them this video and tell him or her to shut the fuck up. For sure. This is crazy. All I'm saying to you right now is the Demoncrats are going to, and the Rhipiglians, there's the whole Democratic Party is all in on death, destruction, sickness, everything. They know. They fucking know what's going on. They don't care. There's some, as Trump has said, and a lot of people that know these people, they're extremely hideous type, heinous mentality type people. It's really bad. And this will be exposed soon. Look at Anthony Weiner's laptop. When they expose fucking Hunter's laptop, and once the list comes out for fucking Epstein's Island and P. Diddy and all this other shit, you guys are going to know what you've been fooled by for the past few decades. Look up Anne Hesh. How did Anne Hesh die? What was she about to do? Yeah, expose child trafficking in Hollywood. And what happened? Oh, she's killed. Oh, wait. No, she was in a body bag, but then she escaped out of the body bag, but they threw her into an unmarked, unused fucking EMT emergency truck that never used, just came out of nowhere. I got the video. A lot of people have that video. There's so many things that these people have done. You would not imagine, you couldn't fathom. Most people wouldn't be able to handle what I know. I was asked tonight at the table, we're eating Thai food. And kind of jokingly, somebody asked me, so what's going on with these drones? Anything in the world of what's going on out there and the conspiracy stuff? And I go, all I know is the legislation is they want to block drones or something now. And I don't really know too much about it because I don't say. Because I don't talk about it. Because I know there's a reason why these people do these psyops. There's a reason why these people do these flags, these false flags. Right? Here's the list right here. Here it is, right here. Right? There's a reason. Right? When somebody asks me why I don't trust it, here it is. We've got to fucking stop this shit. This guy right here needs to go to jail. He needs to go. This needs to happen. Okay? This is what's happening to my family and a lot of people all over the country right now. They're being affected by this man when he started all this. He came around about 30 years ago and started spewing his bullshit. Right? This criminal right here started spewing his bullshit, and all of a sudden all this stuff started happening. Just look at the numbers. I'm not going to read it off. I'm just going to tell you that's what Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Trump, and a bunch of other people in Trump's team want to stop. How hard is that to soak that in and say, you know what, that's good. Because a lot of that stuff doesn't need to be done. Look at this. Let's go line by line. ADHD, 819. Alzheimer's disease, 299. Autism, 2,094%. Bipolar disease in youth, 10,000. Substance disease, 1,100. Chronic fatigue syndrome, depression. Diabetes, 305%. Fibromyalgia. I mean, hypothyroid. I mean, lupus. I mean, there's all this stuff. Even sleep apnea is connected to this stuff. And I have sleep apnea. Right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, this is one of the owners of the World Economic Forum. Excuse me, this is the master. These are the masters of the Democratic Party. These guys right here, the World Homicide Organization, WHO. Right? Just giving it to you straight. Just giving it to you straight. I got some other good stuff in there, but I think the one you really need to see is probably, you've seen these, a lot of these already, but this is my favorite in here. One of my favorites. This one right here. This is what it would look like if the government was actually transparent. And I put in there, they don't work for us. Nor have they. Right? Just now we're starting to see that stopping. Trump is bringing in people that actually give a fuck. Right? Because this is the people that used to run everything. Here they are. And that's still run a lot. I'm not saying they don't anymore. I'm just saying they do. They still have their stranglehold on a lot of fucking things. Right? I figured this out in 2020. Tried to alarm Jimmy. I tried Jimmy Dore. I tried to alarm fucking Convo Couch. I tried to alarm Nico House. I tried to alarm fucking everybody. Everybody. And then they started getting it towards the end of 2020, and in 2021, then mostly everybody fucking finally got it. But by then it was too late. Like I said, if you've had the fucking booster at least 2 or 3 times and you're under 35, 40 years old, go get a sperm count. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Here we go. BlackRock, Vanguard, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, G7, Council on Foreign Relations, World Health Organization, World Economic Forum, G20s, right? The orchestrators of the mass social control, which they want, mass depopulation, which they're after. They don't need your labor. They don't need your likes. They don't need your help. They don't need anything anymore. They just want you to get out of the way. You're taking up their air. You're taking up their land. They want you gone. They want to get rid of 2/3 of the planet's population. That's their goal. And the Democrats were all in with this, and a few Rhipiglians. Trump saying, nope, we can do better than that. World Central Banking, we're talking about CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, which is the beginning of the absolute end. And then I write here, dear WEF, CER, BlackRock, Vanguard, Davos, Globalists, etc. We know you all took the Agenda 201, SPARS, CloudX proposals, Winter Storm, all these other proposals. But we and the 99% did not. We're not accepting those proposals. We will not comply. We will revolt and put you all in jail soon. Yeah, absolutely. That's what MAGA is about. Every MAGA gets most of this. Every MAGA gets what I'm talking about. But a lot of them Democratic supporters just have no fucking clue how close. We just missed a fucking giant bullet. We just like Trump, who actually didn't miss. He actually got hit in the ear. And I know some of you may be out there going, "Oh, don't shut up." But the guy was literally hit. And from God's grace or whatever, he's there. There's something happening here. And God, when I hear people say, "Oh, it was all fake, it was baloney," okay, whatever. If that was fake, was this fake? Where's that one? Hold on. Where's my? There it is. Yeah. You guys know if you know about this stuff, you guys know about this stuff. If you think Trump getting shot was fake, then do you know what this list is of? Do you? By the way, WEF is gone. I don't want it. I've got a new website coming up. I don't need it anymore. My job is done on that. I had thousands of people going to that website, and it helped. But this is the stuff that's going to be exposed. This is the stuff that's going to be exposed very soon, because everybody's going to want to know what happened with Building 7. Real soon, people. Real soon. I'm telling you. Real soon. You think this is a joke? Look, there's nobody that I know has put in as much effort and as much. Well, there's a few out there. I'm gonna say Ryan Christian from Last American Vagabond, great content. I think he's still got a little bone to pick for some reason with Trump. I got James Corbett, Derek Bros got some good stuff. Was it Max Smallwell? He's gone now, but that guy was amazing. G. Edward Griffin, you got to watch that guy. What he's been trying to do for longer than anybody. Where am I? Am I here? Here I am. And some others that have been out there. A lot of people that have been trying to expose all this stuff that's been going on. Just trying to get you guys to fucking wake the fuck up. Just wake the fuck up. Because I've already proved, without a doubt, that the Demoncratic Party has been playing me and all of us for a long time. I'm not saying the Republicans are way better, but more recently, they want it the old way. They don't like this New World Order, Great Reset, Industrial Revolution, fucking World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Harari bullshit. They don't want that. And it's obvious. Just read this one. This is important. Democrats have been perpetrating a fraud and deception for decades. They're not what they've claimed to be ever. And I can prove that over and over again. And as I've stated in starting this little this video here. 13th Amendment, abolish slavery, 100% Republican support. 23% Democratic support. 15th Amendment, right to vote for all. 100% Republican support, 0% Democratic support. 14th Amendment gave citizenship to freed slaves. 94% Republican, 0% Democrat. The biggest one that people need to read, the biggest one, especially if you're black, because they did this to all minorities, especially Hawaiians. Right? Especially us Hawaiians. Eugenicists. Margaret H. Sanger. You know, Planned Parenthood's iconic woman. She had 3 children. Interesting, but she didn't want you to have any. Eugenicist means all human beings are not born equally. That means it's like the Aryan nation. Have you ever heard of an Aryan type person? The Auschwitz Nazism, that's probably too much for you to understand, but there was a group of people out there. Kellogg is one of them. The guy who created Kellogg. He was the guy that said, point blank, there should only be a certain group of Aryan type people, meaning whites. This is serious. just the certain, it's the certain bloodline, they called it. And it didn't have to be completely white, just letting you know. Margaret A. Sanger, Planned Parenthood of 3 children. Planned Parenthood's clinics were strategically placed in low-income and mainly black and minority cities throughout the United States. Absolutely. Why? Why would they want to do that? Well, right now, there's 14% blacks in the U.S. today. But what would it have been if they didn't do any of this 60, 70 years ago? How many black people do you think would be in the United States? How many? Yeah. And there's great conversations nowadays of what they were trying to do to make it seem like it was bad to have the nuclear family, right? Remember all the shows they used to have? Father's Knows Best. They used to have Leave It to Beaver. They used to have the Brady Bunch, right? And they used to have family-orientated shows, and they got rid of them because they said, you know what this is doing? This is the fucking baby boomer time. Because we were looking at those, going, hey man, let's have a family. Fuck yeah. Jesus, God, the Bible. Live, brief, fruitful, and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. For God's sakes, that's it. We'll find a way. We've been voyagers for a long time. We'll find our way to planet B. These unelected predator class sickos want to hoard it all for themselves. That's when I don't like Musk. Musk is going to get us to a new planet where we can go do whatever we want there. And people go, no, we're going to destroy that planet, dude. Well, how many fucking planets are there out there? How many places do you think we can find in the just the known universe? Known universe. The universe is much bigger than people think. There's a lot of people out there that have information that say that it's almost never ending, and that maybe we're in bubbles. But forget those theories. The fact is, in our own galaxy, there are hundreds of thousands of what they call Goldilocks planets. Goldilocks planets means it's from a sun like our own, far enough away that could have life or could support life similar to ours. Similar with the same gravitational pull, the same types of seasons possibly. May even have life on it now. You can't think that we're the only place. You just can't. You just can't. God wouldn't fucking do that. He's given us just so much. We should be thankful for just so much. When I see people that are down on themselves, man, I just say, look, man, it is a blessing amongst blessings that we're here, that we're able to feel, taste, touch, experience, laugh, joy. I spent time with my daughter and my grandson tonight, right? And we're all sitting there, and I'm just having just wonderful little conversations and talking and laughing and talking a couple serious things, a couple crazy things, a couple fun things, just having a wonderful conversation. These things are precious. One of the greatest answers to that all-time Thanksgiving question that everybody gets, what are you thankful for? Well, the greatest answer I ever got was from my bear gay, just great kid, nephew, Taylor. I had big Thanksgiving dinner at my house. I had new stove, I had new everything in the kitchen. Just brought the house together, remodeled it and everything. Beautiful. It was a beautiful condo, 4-bedroom condo, good size. 2-car garage. God, I should have never left that. But it was wonderful. It was a wonderful place. But anyway, so I had a big Thanksgiving dinner. We're all sitting down and asking her, so what are you thankful for? Oh, I'm thankful for the bike I got. And somebody said, well, I'm thankful for being able to get rid of this cold I had, and whatever. And then I think it was 10 or 11 years old. Remember, Taylor has, I think, 140 something IQ, 140, 160, somewhere around. I go, Taylor, what are you thankful for? And he goes, this moment. First thing I thought, I go, did I fucking ask this before? Because this guy just rehearsed the best freaking answer ever. It's God and the universe and the powers that be. They gave us this gift. This gift of life. This gift of this every moment. Oh, there's another moment. There's another moment. But I mean, we get to live in this. Call it a matrix, call it the theater, whatever you want to call it, but you're in it. But we do have a little power. We do have a little bit of control. Some things happen for a reason. Not everything happens for a reason. Some things happen for a reason. You ever heard that? God has somewhat of a plan. Let's just say that. Right? But also, I'd like you to know also that there are some things that we do have control over, and everything else you can't see. It's behind you. Don't worry about it. You can control your body. You control... the way I always saw it, and it's helped me for a long time, even some of the stuff that I've been through in my life, and I'm telling you, I put myself through a lot of shit. And most of the stuff that I've been through that have been bad is because of my... Just, let's all admit it. Let's all admit it. There's a lot of things out there that we've put ourselves through. We've placed ourselves in those positions. And I've always said, you either play, when you say, oh, that person's lucky, they always get the good deals or the good things happening to them. It's positioning. If you put yourself in the position to get better things, like don't lie with sleeping dogs with fleas, or what the fuck is the saying? It'll come through. Right? You don't want to sleep with flea-ridden dogs because you're going to get fleas. You don't want to be around negative people. You don't want to be around people that don't have character, ethics, morals, folkways, norms, something of substance, character, honor, integrity. Integrity is huge. People that say, well, I'm going to show up, I'll be there at 3, and they show up at 3. Or maybe they're late, but they get early, or whatever the case may be, but they show up. That's what I always tell my kids. Always show up. The biggest thing you can do for anybody or anything, and especially yourself, is to show up. But enough of this therapy training that I'm talking about. What's happening now is you're starting to see people in the United States that are going to start doing things instead of waiting for handouts. Right? It's just, and I get it if you have to. I want you to. If you're medically, physically, mentally unable to do things, then ask for the help. I'll do what I can for you. We'll find somebody to help you. Trump's not going to leave you in the dust. Right? We're not going to forget about people that are hurting. It's not going to happen. He's not going to let that happen. But it starts with our health. It starts with ourselves. It starts right here. It starts right here. So with that being said, Snark was going to come on. I don't know if he was able to. I sent thing to Cheryl. She shows up or she doesn't. But I'm glad I was able to tell you guys this tonight. Okay? It is about the moment. It is about us as a collective. Right? Because we're all kind of connected. We all share this beautiful earth together. And yeah, we have to take care of it. No, I totally get that. Right? I totally get that. We need to, we don't have a carbon dioxide problem. We have, which climate change is bullshit. Just remember, you heard it from me and everybody else that knows this bullshit. And if you need proof, let me know. But we have a waste management problem. We definitely have a waste management problem. And that needs to be done. Okay? And every time we tap into a vein of oil or whatever the case may be, under the ground, these giant aquifers, in a sense, of oil that we use, we need to make sure that we tap in with the highest technology, the safest equipment, the highest grade that it won't break, that'll be sturdy, that'll not have. We got to make sure. We don't want any more oil spills, right? I'm still concerned about nuclear. You know, if nuclear is so bad, how come you can't swim in the water of the nuclear water that's used to cool these rods? Why can't you swim in that afterwards? Okay. Yeah, nuclear I don't think is the thing, but there's so many other ways. The Tesla Tower. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I'll be back with some more information, more stuff.